So, today we're going to be working on solving two-step problems. It's going to be very simple. I'm sure you guys can handle it, right? Who wants to read my learning target? Someone.
I can model and solve two-step problems using equations.
Right? So, what does it mean to model and solve two-step problems? What do you think a two-step problem is? Jacob.
I think that a two-step problem is that we have to do that is more than one number in thing.
Okay, more than one number in the equation, definitely. There's always going to be more than one number in the equation. Jasmine, what do you think a two-step problem is? Ooh, I think that's pretty close to what we're going to do today. So here I have kind of a little bit of an explanation of the two-step problem. A word problem that needs two equations or steps to solve. Maya, you would say? Right, so we're going to be diving into that today. Yeah, let's move on to our first question. So, can somebody read this for me? And I'll read.
Buses arrive at the school 12 buses. Then 5 buses drove away. How many buses are left?
Write two equations to show how you solve each part of the problem. So I made this part in bold, this part right here, because this is what we're going to be doing today. Instead of using one equation to solve the problem, we're going to be using two, like Jasmine said. So how am I going to do this? Well, I'm going to reread my question. What does my question say at first? 4 buses arrive at the school. What number am I going to write down first? 4. We have 4, right? 12 more buses join them. A key word that'll tell me what I have to do with the 12 is more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 12. Because 12 more. When you need to find more, you add, you go up. Then the next sentence says, then 5 buses drive away. If the buses drive away, I don't think that we have 5 buses left. So what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to underline 5 away. Since they're going away, I'm going to have to subtract 5. Oh, look at that. And then that would equal, I don't know the number yet. So, what I'm going to do first is, I'm going to go kind of in order of the sentence. 4 plus 12, and that'll give me, let's see, 12, 16. Right? So I've done that. I'm done. Now I have to subtract 5. 16 minus 5, I know that to be 11. So then my final answer is 11 buses are left. So I could erase that and put 11. There is, however, another way we can do this problem. And I think it's a little more simpler than just setting up one equation. So let's do it this way. Instead of having one equation, I'm going to do it with 2 equations. I'm going to take it step by step this time. 4 plus 12. Let's just do that. And that'll give me 16. That's my first equation. Second equation. Now that I know that there are 16 in all at the start, I'm going to take my 16 and I'm going to have to subtract 5 because 5 go away, right? Judah? Get it wrong? You have to pay attention or else you're not going to be able to know how to do this. I saw a little bit of talking. Eyes forward, come on. So, the next equation I'm going to do is 16 minus 5, right? Sorry, my 5 is so messy. 16 minus 5 is, as we said before, 11. So you see I have 2 equations here instead of the only one equation I had last time. Last time it kind of looked like this. 4 plus 12 minus 5. Right? But here, I have 4 plus 12 equals 16. 16 minus 5 equals 11. Think we can do another one? You think you need another one?
Yeah.
Dominic? Okay. So, erase that. So, who wants to read this one? Ronnie, can you read this one? Local. Release. Wildlife preserve. So, who knows what a wildlife preserve is? Maya, you have your hand up? You have your hand up? Or are you just stretching? Okay. Who knows what a wildlife preserve is? Jasmine, you know?
Wildlife is like when you take like some monkeys and you like a wild.
Right?
Or
So,
other animals.
exactly. When they release the monkeys, they're putting the monkeys back into the wild, back into the jungles and the forests and wherever else monkeys come from, right? So, let's start our math. A local zoo has 6 monkeys. I'm going to write down my 6, right? On Monday, 8 new monkeys arrived. If they arrived, am I going to subtract or am I going to add? I'm going to add, right? Nice. And should I solve it right here or should I write the rest of the equation? Let's solve it, okay. So 6 plus 8 is, I think that's 14. Okay, now I have my 14 monkeys in all at the start. So let's now take my 14, and let's read the next part of the problem. It says, on Friday, the zoo released 7 monkeys into the wildlife reserve. So what am I going to do if the monkeys were released back into the wild?
We're going to subtract.
We're going to subtract. Ronnie, I like that enthusiasm. We're going to subtract 7. And what's 14 minus 7?
7.
Oh, 7? Think so? I think that's correct.
The 7 plus 7.
And so our final answer is, how many monkeys does the zoo have? 7. I think you guys kind of got the gist of it, but we're going to practice a little bit more so you can really get it down. So, think it's easy? Who said it's easy? Show of hands. Who thinks it's easy? I want to see those same hands up at the end of the class. Let's see. Who wants to read this one? Shirley?
Me.
Yeah. God. So what am I going to do first? Oh, so be paying attention. Jasmine bought 16 apples and then 7 more. She gives 11 apples to Ronnie. What am I going to do first? Ronnie? Add?
Subtract.
Before I can add or subtract, what am I doing? Abigail, what do you think I'm doing first? Subtract. So before I even subtract, what am I subtracting? The whiteboard?
No.
16. Okay, let's start. It's a great start. We have 16. What are we doing first? Read this first part again. Jasmine bought 16 apples and then 7 more. Why do you think I'm adding to that?
Because
Jacob, why do you think we're adding?
we're adding because more means that we're adding.
More means that we're adding, right? When you need more, you're trying to go bigger. And how to get bigger? You have to add. Awesome. So, we know that it's 16 plus 7. Should I write my 11 in first, or should I do the equation? Do the equation. So what's 16 plus 7 then? Let's see. 11? 23?
No.
I think it's 23. I think it's 23 because 6 plus 7 was 13. That kind of makes sense. Okay, now that I have my 23, what else am I going to do? I'm done, right?
No.
I'm not done. So what am I going to subtract? Why am I subtracting? Maya, why am I subtracting? Hold on, I don't think I can hear you because your classmates are talking, Joy. Last time you said you weren't talking, now you are. I'm talking, come on. Second warning. Maya? Talk louder, please.
You're subtracting
Because nice. She gave 11 apples to Ronnie. If Jasmine gives apples to Ronnie, she doesn't have any apples left, right? She doesn't have those 11 apples left. Okay, Jasmine, you know you understand. You understand you like apples. Okay. So, I'm going to have my 23. Subtract 11. What does that equal?
11.
Let's rewrite that. I don't know. Let's see. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. So Jasmine has 12 apples left. You still happy about 12 apples left?
Yes.
Alright. Let's do the we do.
This is easy.
You said it's easy. Sound right? Okay, come up and do it. If it's so easy. Read the question while you're up here.
There are 8 raccoons.
Read a little louder.
They are 8 squirrels and 13 raccoons in a tree. If 5 more raccoons come, how many animals go to their neighbors?
So what's Samuelette going to have to do first? Shirley? What number is she going to write down first? 8, right? So Samuelette, write your 8. Okay. So I'm going to read the problem again. There are 8 squirrels and 13 raccoons in a tree. If 5 more raccoons come, how many animals will there be in all? If there are 5 more raccoons, what do we have to do? Think we got to add? Because it says, and you underline it, Samuelette? Right here. 5 more. More means to add, right?
Yep.
So, Samuelette, what are your left section? Right now. Remember, if 5 more raccoons come, what are you doing? Adding. What are you adding? Okay. I see something here. Samuel caught a little bit of a mistake. What was our mistake? Dominic? I think our mistake was that we skipped straight to adding 5. We forgot about the 13 raccoons. So Samuel, 8 plus 13, what is that? Let's rewrite it. Plus 8. So 3 plus 8 is? Abigail? That don't sound right. 11, right? 11. So we have our 11. We're going to put our 1. 2 plus nothing is?
Wait, what? You put the add the 1 on the top?
I did.
No.
I added it and put 2. That's wrong because put 2. I skipped this step. Apologize. So, now that Samuel has her 21, what else she's going to do? Is she subtracting?
No, wait. Add it.
Why is she adding? Why is she adding? Jacob, why is she adding?
5.
Hold on, some people are talking. I don't think they can hear you, Jacob. guys? So good. 21 plus 5. What's 21 plus 5, everybody?
26.
26. So how many animals are there in all?
26.
26 animals in all. Good job, Sam. Can we give a round of applause for Sam Black and the rest of you for having Let me see how much we can get done and work together. What do we have with the Sam Black? Kindness? You guys know Sam Black? That's nice. So, now it's your turn. I'm going to try not to help with this one. I'm just going to read the problem. I need everybody's eyes and ears up here. Natalie, you got to be looking up here. All right. Maria picks up 17 green marbles and 6 purple marbles on the beach. If she throws 7 marbles away, how many marbles will Maria have? Can someone tell me what we're going to do first? Nadia. We're going to add and subtract. But what are we adding and subtracting? How do I know? The numbers? What are the numbers?
17
Okay.
plus 6
Okay.
minus 7.
Minus 7? Okay, let's do it a different way. So, can someone tell me what 17 plus 6 is? I think we did this already.
17 plus 16 or 6?
6. Sorry. Nadia.
12.
23. I think we saw those numbers before. Right? 23. So then now we have to take our 23 and we have to subtract 7. Correct or incorrect? How do I know that's correct? I'm hearing a lot of guesses. Shirley, you disagree with me? What do you think? What do you think you have to do? Subtract? Why? Why do you think so? All right, she threw it away. If you throw it away, you don't have it anymore, right? So, 23 minus 7. We write it back up.
Minus 17.
What's 23 minus 17?
16.
16? Great math, good job. 16, that sounds about right. All right, and you see how that is now, even though we had one equation, we kind of turned it into 2 separate equations, which is still pretty cool.
This is
When you're working in your books, Jasmine, Layla, when you are working in your books, you can use either or solutions. You can either write one equation and try to solve it, or you can write 2 different equations and try to solve it. The book, some questions from the book might ask you for 2 equations. So you might have to only use 2 equations. We'll see. Joy, you need to use the bathroom? We can get out. Okay, so Ronnie, what do you think we're going to do first? We're going to add? Okay. What do we add? 3 and 10. Joy, do you agree? Do you agree that we're going to add 3 and 10 for the scramble as the first equation? You sure? You should read it again.
Oh, can you read it again one more time?
It's in your book. I'll read it with you. Look at your words. 3 bees land on some flowers. 10 more bees join them. No?
Wait, so more means what?
Can someone tell Joy what more means? Surely. More means to add. Right? So I think Ronnie's right. You want to write it? 3 plus can do the bottom equation. Okay. 3 plus 10. You guys should be writing this in your books.
Yeah, I am.
Awesome.
I'm writing
Can you
in
tell me
both.
3 plus 10 is?
It says
13. Okay, Abigail says 3 plus 10 is 13. I'm going to agree with her because that's pretty easy to do. So now what am I going to do? Shirley, can you tell me? Subtract? Okay, what am I subtracting? What numbers am I subtracting? Abigail. 13. 13 minus 4. Shirley, write it down. Why are we subtracting? Azara, you know why we're subtracting? Oh, you just stretching? Let's see. Jasmine, can you tell me why we're subtracting? Why are we subtracting 4?
Sound to you? Help them find the page. Thanks.
Awesome. Huh? Good. So then we got 13 minus 4. Oh, well, that's surely it's all good. Sometimes she's got to try on her own. So 13 minus 4 equals 9. Awesome. Right. All right. So can we give a round of applause for Shirley? Wait, y'all don't want to help Shirley? Can we give a round of applause for Shirley? Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Remember what Mr. Reese said about kindness? Y'all gotta show kindness. Come on. So,
in a nice way.
we know that. Let's move on.
Okay. So excited.
Next problem. I believe it's on the next page.
Yeah, go to next. Go to next. There we go.
So, go to page
Thank you, Lucas.
294. On the bottom of 294. So, here it kind of helps me in figuring out what I have to do. Judah, looking at your book, can you read this problem? Look into it. Her name is Carmen. Yeah. Found. Shells. Monday. On Tuesday, right? We got found.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Good job, Judah. So, for this problem, they actually kind of write it out for you. But let's just check if this is correct. 14 plus 15. You guys agree that that equals 29? Shirley, you agree? Okay. And then we have the 29 plus 6, and that will equal what? Abigail. Remember, when you raise your hand, you're supposed to have your thoughts ready. Say it. 35. That's what's louder. 35. Okay.
I have a question though.
Question.
Why are we adding? They're telling us to add. Somebody besides Jasmine. Why are we adding?
Why are we adding? That's a good question.
Dominic, why are we adding? Could you speak loud and proud because I cannot hear you? Why are we adding? So because she found 14 shells, we're adding? Natalie, why are we adding? It tells us to add first. Why are we adding? Found means we're at, so she found 14 shells, so we're adding. What's the other number? I'm not understanding. Okay, why are we adding 15?
Because she found 15.
There you go, because she found 15 more. Very good. So it's important that we understand the words.
Right? And so if she found 6 more shells, we're going to add what number?
20.
20. How are you guys getting 20? She found 6 more shells. What do we add? 6, right? 6 more. We add 6. So, we're going to move on to who's got practice 2 or independent practice?
Read it and then have them try and do number 2 independently.
Got it. Move on to the next. Oh, we're in independent practice. Okay, so I'm going to read number 2. You should be on page
295.
295. You should be on page 295. Yeah, sure. I'm going to read it. You guys, you have to work independently now. I want to see if you guys can do it.
I can do it.
So, pay attention. Look at your books, Joy. It's the 3rd time. You should be looking at your books, ready to read. We're on number 2, page 295. There are 6 red birds and 17 brown birds in a tree. If 8 more brown birds come, how many birds will there be in all? That's the question. So, let's see what you guys are going to do first. Shirley, we're working independently. Let's see what you guys can do. I'm going to come around and see what you guys know. Laura? Okay? Want me to read it again? Let me know if you want me to read the question again. Want me to read it again? There are 6 red birds and 17 brown birds in a tree. If 8 more brown birds come, how many will there be in all? It's not a keyword. In all. I'll be walking around. Write this out vertically. There are 6 red birds, 17 brown birds. If 8 more brown birds come, how many birds? Really, 4 is not. So what do you have to do?
And keep going. Keep going.
So, let's come back. Eyes forward, should be on me, ears forward. Hold on. Without giving me the equations, just give me your final answers. Abigail. What is your final answer, Joy?
15.
16. Okay.
15?
15? Okay. So Joy said 15. All right. Somebody has something different? Natalie? 19. Okay. 19. Got 19. Natalie says 19. Okay. One more. Lucas. 31? 31. That's a pretty high number. That's way bigger than 19 and 50. So, let's decipher this. Let's move into this question. So, there are 6 red birds and 17 brown birds in a tree. Automatically, what are you going to do? Jasmine? Okay, the 17 and the 6. If I add the 17 and the 6, what am I going to get? 23? You think so? Okay. Because we used those numbers before, right? Yeah. So we know that 17 plus 6 is 20. Hold on. If 8 more brown birds come, what tells me what I have to do here? Sure. How do you know we have to add? How do you know we have to add that 8?
8 more brown birds come.
Okay, but what tells me? What word does it tell me? Does it tell me to add or does it tell me more? Okay, and more means to add. Come on. I think everybody needs to hear this. You need to shout, okay? Ready? More means. More means. More means. More means. Right? More means add. So if we have 8, we're adding 8. You want to do it? What numbers are we going to add to 8? Is Shirley correct there?
No.
Because we said there's 23 birds in all, right?
Yes, correct.
So I think she's correct. Keep going. You guys got to be on your toes.
Yeah.
31?
Yeah.
Yeah.
31. I think that's correct because remember, we have the more. So we're just adding. Judah, what does more mean?
More means like
Adding, okay. Samalat, what does more mean?
that we're adding.
Okay. Lucas, what does more mean? Adding, okay. So I think 31 is the right answer. Okay, you can say it. You can understand it. So, let's move on to number 3. I'll read it again for you if you want. I'm going to read number 3. You guys can look on in your books. So read with me. Laura. 3. Eyes should be in their books. It's easier to look at your books than it is up here if it's farther away. I'm going to start. Erica saw 16 frogs on a lily pad and 8 frogs in the mud. I'm going to stop right there. What are the first 2 things I'll underline? Somebody other than Shirley. Joyce. What am I underlining?
16 frogs
Okay, and?
on the lily.
Uh-huh.
On the lily pad.
Yeah.
And then we're underlining 8 frogs
In the mud. Right? So, I'm going to read the next part of the question. Eyes in your books? If 7 of the frogs hop away, how many frogs will be left? What am I going to underline there, Navia? For the second part of the problem. And Navia, what am I going to underline? If 7 of the frogs hop away, how many frogs will be left? We're on number 3. 7? Read it. It's number 3 in your book. We have that. We underline 8. What else do we have to underline? 7. 7 of the frogs hop away. What does that away tell me? Shirley, that I have to subtract, right? Because, hold on, eyes on me. If I go away, am I still here?
No.
So I'm being subtracted from the classroom. I'm leaving the classroom. I'm away from the classroom, right? So, what else tells me that I have to subtract? How many frogs will be left? Jacob, I'm sorry to interrupt your math. How many frogs will be left? What tells me that I have to subtract in that sentence? Next question. What word? One word. Everybody should be thinking about this, not just Jacob. Left. Ronnie, you agree? How many is close? That's what the question was asking. But I think the left tells us that we have to subtract because after you take away, how many are left? Good job, Jacob and Ronnie. Thank you for helping. So now we have to solve it. I want you guys to solve it. Shirley, give people time. While we finish. Okay. So, come on. I want to see some equations being written. All right. Let's go. Azara, you want to come up? Come on. You got to face this way. Only this way. Do not turn around. Okay, go.
That's a good higher thing.
So, round number 3. What do you got to do? Okay. Okay. 16.
Okay.
All right, go Azara. Okay. You think it's correct?
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
I Yeah.
Okay, 24.
I don't.
Okay, keep going. Keep going. What do you do next? 24. Subtract. You want to write that? Can somebody help Azari? Ronnie, you want to help Azari? Yeah. Put the 7 in the middle. Who agrees?
That's a 1. That's a 1.
Is that 7? All right. 24 minus 7. Albany, what's 24 minus 7? What is it? 17. 17. Right?
I agree. Yes, I agree.
All right. 17. Thank you, Azari. Good job, Ronnie. Thank you for starting the class. And Azari, you should clap for your class for helping you. Awesome, right? So, I think we got that one down. Now, Abigail and Shirley think they can do number 4 by themselves. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to watch them, and we're going to see if what they do is correct. I'm going to read the question, and then they're going to start to solve. So everybody look at number 4. Judah? What? Jasmine? You should focus on your work. All right. We should all focus on our work. Come on. Remember what Mr. Reese said? You got to show kindness. Right? Awesome. So, I'm going to read number 4. Kevin has 15 photos in his scrapbook. I'll help you guys out a little bit. He adds 21 photos. Ooh, we have a big keyword right there. Then Kevin takes out some photos. Now he has 28 photos in the scrapbook. How many photos did Kevin take out? Girls? I'm rock out. Let's see if you do. Let's see what you got. All right, Abigail's going to write our first equation. Dominic, we're going to watch and we're going to see if they're correct, okay?
No, that's 20, 21.
You want to raise it? Okay, so 15 plus 21. 36. Okay, that math adds up. So 36. Ooh, I love that Shirley went back to her book. I was going to tell Azar to do that when he was up.
Her hair and then it pinched her fingers.
Okay, 28.
It's fine. It's not bleeding. That goes away. Throw that away.
That would equal 8. So it's 8 photos that you took out. Who agrees with that? Anybody? I don't know. How do you girls do that? How do you come up with that? Explain. Abigail, explain. How do you know that you have to subtract 28 instead of some random number? I'm gonna help you out. Is it because 36 subtract 28 is the same thing as 36 subtract? Actually, yeah, you're right. 36 subtract 28, that would equal 8. And then 28 plus 8 is? 28 plus 8 is? Is it not 36? You're confusing this stuff. What's 8 plus 8? 16. So 28 plus 8 is 36. It still has that 6 in it. I think the girls are correct. I think these girls are correct. Anybody disagree with me? Last call. Going once, going twice. You disagree? Or you agree? I agree.
I agree.
And I think they're correct. All right, so let's give them a round of applause. I think they did pretty good. This is the exit ticket. Can they write it somewhere?
It has birthday on it.
You got one? You still okay? Good. Remember, write your name and then look up here. You have to write your 2 equations.
You okay?
Right on the side with the line. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But the lines will help you, so you probably want to write on the side of the line. Right.
Let me have your book.
So. Wait for Maya to write her name, and then I'm going to read. If you're done writing your name, your eyes should be up here. The problem is not on your desk. Joy, the problem is not on Katie's face. It is up here. Ready? All right. So, Mr. Brian takes 3 students with him on a field trip. I'm going to help you guys a little bit. I'm just going to underline the numbers and the important parts. He decides to bring 10 more students on the trip. He then leaves 6 students in school, maybe because they were misbehaving. How many students went on the trip? Write 2 equations to solve. Let's see what you got. Dominic, you have to write it down.
Show your work on the card.
6.
If you can't see the problem, you can come up a little bit. If you can't, turn around. You have to run with it. I'm going to be walking around again.
That was pretty easy. Is that a 6 or a 5?
6.
What does more mean? Okay. And you got to find out the next one. Keep going. Keep going.
I'm already done. I'm done.